Good evening, this is DCN English News Edition and you're watching with me, Nihoi Kim Kung Sai. First, the headlines. 9 Kuki Zou and 5 Naga legislators met at Guwahati, deliberated on various issues. Manipur police holds movement of transfer personnel in view of current crisis. News in detail. In what appears to be significant development, Naga and Kuki MLAs from Manipur today held a crucial meeting in Guwahati. As per reliable source, 9 Kuki MLAs and 5 Naga MLAs, totaling to 14, met today at a hotel near the airport in Guwahati. The meeting was attended by Textile and Commerce Minister Nemcha Kipgen, Kampuk PSC, Tribal Affairs and Hills Minister Let Pau Ho Kip, Tingnopal SC, Saitu SC, MLA Haukolet Kipgen, Tipaimuk SC, MLA Mursang Nur Sanate, Henglip SC MLA Let Zamang Ho Kip, Cherchampur SC, MLA LM Kaute, Saikot SC, MLA Paulilal Ho Kip, Singat SC, MLA Chinlun Tangen, and Cycle SC, MLA Kim Neo Ho Kip Hang Sing. Tanlon SC, MLA Vungzagin Valte. Naga legislators present in the meeting were Water Resources Minister Awangbo Neumai, HSC Chairman Bana, Nungba SC MLA. Dingang Lunggangmei, Punyar, SC MLA Leishiao Kaising. Ukrul SC MLA Ramuiva, and Mao SC MLA Loshi Diko. This meeting comes at a very significant moment as both the Meitei and Kuki lobbies have tried to woo the Naga side amidst the ongoing ethnic conflict. Sources have revealed that yesterday's meeting is primarily on Hill Area Committee, although discussions were on the scrapping of the Free Movement Regime, FMR, resolution to the ongoing ethnic conflict in Manipur. So far, the Naga-dominated districts of Manipur have remained largely peaceful, even as the rest of the state have been affected since May 3rd last year. More than 180 people have been killed in Manipur since ethnic violence erupted on May 3rd last year, after a tribal solidarity march was organized in the state to protest against the Meitei community's demand for scheduled tribe ST status. The state constitutes a fertile bowl-shaped valley surrounded by hills, while the Manipur Valley holds 10% of the state land. It is home to 70% of the population, primarily Meiteis. The hill areas, the other hand, constitute 90% of the state's territory occupied by the Nagas and the Kukis, along with some other small tribal groups who make up 30% of the state population. The Manipur police have halted the movement of transfer personnel wherever applicable in view of the current crisis. They stated that the transfer orders remained in effect, but the personnel will be moved as and when required. The halt in the movement of transfer personnel came after a tribal body wrote to Union Home Minister Amit Shah expressing concern over the safety of Kuki policemen in Meitei-dominated areas. The police stated that the transfer orders were issued to streamline access manpower, but there was no need for immediate movement of the personnel at this stage in view of the current crisis, say the Telegraph India. Reference to Manipur Police Headquarters order dated 14/2/2024 regarding transfer and posting of 177 personnel of all communities of MR or IR units to various units. It is informed that the transfer and posting have been done in order to streamline the access manpower against the sanctions posts available in all MR or IR units and to facilitate the process for preparations of the salaries. Manipur Police posted on X on Friday. However, in view of the present crisis, there is no immediate movement of the personnel required at this stage, it added. Cherchampur-based Indigenous Tribal Leaders Forum, ITLF, had on Friday written to SAC calling for his intervention to stop the transfer orders as it required the movement of Kuki-Zo police personnel to Meitei-dominated areas. The tribal body claimed that the state government would not be able to guarantee the safety of Kuki-Zo personnel if they were stationed in districts dominated by Meiteis. More than 180 people have been killed and thousands rendered homeless in ethnic strife between Hills-based Kukis and Imphal Valley-based Meiteis in Manipur since May 3rd last year. A blast has been reported from Imphal West in trouble-torn Manipur, which have left one person dead and 2 others injured. The blast has been reported from outside the DM college at Thangmei Band in Imphal West. The blast site is also reportedly close to the office of All Manipur Students Union AMSU office. As per sources, the blast took place today at around 9:25 p.m. One person has been reported to have died in the blast. The deceased has been identified as 24 years old Oinam Kennedy. 2 other persons have been reported to be injured, of which the conditions of one is stated to be critical. Both the injured have been admitted to a hospital in the city where they are undergoing treatment. Sources have stated that the body of the deceased have been sent for post-mortem at a hospital. However, official confirmations regarding the fatalities and injured persons are still being awaited. So far, no groups have claimed responsibility regarding the blast. Police are currently at the spot and taking stock of the situation. It is also not yet clear as to what kind of explosive has been used for the blast. The blast comes amid an ongoing ethnic conflict that has been raging on in Manipur since May 3rd last year. More than 180 people were being killed since the violence erupted on May 3rd last year after a tribal solidarity march was organized in the Hill districts to protest against the Meitei community's demand for scheduled tribe ST status. Meiteis account for about 53% of Manipur's populations and live mostly in the Imphal Valley, while tribals, which includes Nagas and Kukis, constitute 40% and reside mainly in the Hill districts. In a fresh incident of violence in already simmering tense situations in Manipur, a group of miscreants burned down the United Committee Manipur office under Imphal West District in the wee hours of Saturday, February 24 morning. As per India Today Northeast, the incident took place at around 12:40 a.m. The UCM office is located at Lamphel in Imphal West. The incident follows after a blast that took place on Friday, February 23rd, reportedly outside the DM College at Thangmei Band in Imphal West. The blast site is also reportedly close to the office of All Manipur Students Union AMSU. As per sources, the blast took place today at about 9:25 p.m. 2 other persons have been reported to be injured, of which the conditions of one is stated to be critical. Injured persons have been identified as Oinam Kennedy of Upokpi and Salam Michael of Cable Lamsam. Both the injured have been admitted to a hospital in the city where they are undergoing treatment. Sources have also stated that Oinam Kennedy of Upokpi succumbed to his injury and has been sent for post-mortem at a hospital. However, official confirmations regarding the fatalities and injured person are still being awaited. So far, no group has claimed responsibility regarding the blast. Police are currently at the spot and taking stock of the situations. It is also not yet clear as to what kind of explosive has been used for the blast. The blast comes in amid an ongoing ethnic conflict that has been raging on in Manipur since May last year. The SSPP General Headquarters and SSPP Lamka Block visit the Council of Higher Secondary Education Exam Centers today, the 24th of February 2024. The council visited 3 exam centers: VK Tona College, Ebenezer Academy, and Raeburn College on the 21st of February and today. They visited Young Pillars, Silmet Christian College and Don Bosco Higher Secondary School. 481 students appeared their exams from Young Pillars, out of which 2 were absent. 582 students appeared their exams from Silmet Christian College, out of which 5 were found to be absent. 174 students appeared their exam from Don Bosco Higher Secondary School, and there was no absentee. The SSPP General Headquarters told the media that despite the hardships we face due to this mighty war, God has been good enough to let us appear our custom examination. The students should brim their heart with determination and give their all in their studies, since education is one key factor to uplift our society. Proper education will give us honest and truthful conscience, which can be a strong weapon to fight the evilness of our society and correct our wrongdoings, he further told the students. The World Cookie Zone Intellectual Council, WKZIC, General Headquarters writes to Narendra Modi, Honorable Prime Minister of Republic India, over and administered Cookie Hills, 1852 to 1949, of Outer Manipur neglected for 75 long years, enduring 3 times persecutions and genocides during 1960s, 1990s and 2020s in independent India, when Kasigaro Hills, Naga Hills, Lusei Hills, and Jin Hills that got statehood long time back and speed up KNO UPF final agreement with the government of India. In its later, the World Cookie Zone Intellectual Council, WKZIC General Headquarters, Songpi Lamka, Cookie Hills, India stage the honor to draw the Prime Minister's kind attention and ponder over the above-cited subject, to give justice a chance and dispose political solution to the long-pending cookie issue within the purview of Indian Constitution. Pondering over the points below as that, sir, ethnic cookies were subjugated politically and socially, divided by the British imperial regime as old cookies and new cookies, for rebelling against them at the order of the imperial government's order, for sending labor corps to France during the First World War, WWI for carrying luggage, construct roads, and for logistical works. That the various tribal communities of Indian subcontinent of present northeastern India, such as the Garos Khasis, Nagas Meiteis, Jin cookies subgroups such as the Lusais and the Jins, willingly sent their labor corps to France under the instructions of the British Imperial Government of India. Accordingly, 3,500 Naga labor corps, 1,200 Tangkhul labor corps, 600 Mao labor corps, 87 Meitei Manipuri labor corps, 1,200 Lusei labor corps, and 3,000 Jin labor corps went to France. The cookies, however, declared war against the British Imperial Army in the second week of October 1917, and Lompi Mombi Cookie village was the first village to be burned down by the British on the 17th October 1917. The later further stated that the war went on continuously for consecutive 3 years with lots of casualties, deaths, loss of assets and properties on both sides, and ended on the 8th December 1990 after all the Cookie warriors' chief leaders were arrested and imprisoned in Sadia, Assam, and then shifted into Andaman and Nicobar cellular jail. The war between the British Imperial Army and Cookie War was documented as Cookie Rising 1917 to 1919 by the British themselves, as Anglo-Cookie War 1917, 1919 of Cookie War of Independence 1917, 1919 by the Cookies. Indian historians recorded as Cookie Rebellion 1917, 1990. The Cookies were defending their freedom and ancestral land located within the Indian subcontinent as demarcated by Sir G. A. Gresham, 1904, Cookie Country, Linguistic Survey of India, Volume 3, Part 3. This was bifurcated into 3 internal boundaries as India, 1947, Burma 1948, and Bangladesh 1972 respectively. Apart from Anglo-Kuki War 1917 to 1919, during WWI, the Kukis also aligned with the Japanese, the Germans, and the Indians under Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose 1942 to 45. In the Indian National Army INA or Azad Hind Fauj during Second World War II. For the independence of India from the British colonial regime, about 200 Kukis joined the Indian National Army INA, source Indian Council of Historical Research IACR, to put up in a nutshell the British imperial government after WWI and WWII. As reward for being loyal to the imperial government, patronized Naga Hills, Lusai Hills, Jain Hills, and other tribal communities into administrative autonomy provisions, which was later granted states as Nagaland, Mizoram, Meghalaya, Jain State, etc. after independence during post-colonial era. Leaving behind Kuki Hills, that is, Outer Manipur, unpatronized with fragmented Kuki Hills made into 4 divisions as Lompi, Mombi area map, bearing map number VDay, LIB, R138 SI13, Assam Archive. Jasad area map, bearing map number VDay, LIB, R138 SI63, Assam Archive. Jampi area map, bearing map number LIB 138 SI12, Assam Archive. Songpi subdivision map of 1907, Mr. Cosgrave, case number 616, 1907, Hill Durbar, Misk. In the light of the above, it is too late for the government of India to continuously turn a blind eye to the plight of its freedom fighter community, that is Kukis, who endured 3 times persecutions and genocides after Indian independence of 75 years. Your honorable office is hereby honestly requested to declare the final agreement of KNO, UPF, and GOI of the 31st August 2023 to 2nd September 2023 to give justice to Kuki people, whose due share has been denied continuously for the 75 long years, aided the latter. The Kuki Reformations Forum writes to R.K. Amarjit Singh, Special Secretary, Forest Environment and Climate Change, Government of Manipur, stating with special references to the Government of Manipur Order V-Day number 2745-2023, Forest and Environment, dated the 19th February 2024 by the Special Secretary, Forest, Environment and Change. In response to the claim of Ukaloi Kai Kuki village chief, which 7 points by the government of Manipur are clarified as under. The claim of forest, environment and climate change as Thangtin Range, falling within the Charachampur Kopum Protected Forest through the notifications of 17/9/1966, notifications number 55/10/66 M2 under Section 29 of the Indian Forest Act. 1927 was made without the knowledge and consent of public of the resident and concerned landowner chief, nor with written no objection certificate and no say. The claim of forest, environment and change V-Day number 2745-2023 dated 19 February 2024, referencing Office Memorandum number 146-2028, forest dated 7/11/2022 of PCCF and HOFF, etc., has nothing to do with Ukaloi Kai village land ownership rights. That the statement of Government of Manipur having no recourse of the so-called Halkip Reserve of 1970 land right ownership purchased by the Halkip Kukis from Mr. Cosgrave's order MISC case number 616-1907, Hilderberg, is true and a historical fact that the Manipur state created only in the year 1972 may not have such knowledge and record. In regard to Halt Reserve, it is to note that the following orders of colonial British India imperial government as under: Mr. Cosgrave's order MISC case number 616, 1970 demarcated Halt Reserve land of Songpi, that is Songpi subdivision, Charichampur, in the year 1907. Mr. Duncan's order MISC case number 402, 1934 to 35, and Mr. Stewart Team BA Manipur State Darbers order for cancellations of Halt Reserve of 15/7, 1935. Manipur escape from 11/9 judicial was revoked by Mr. T.S. Sharp, ICS President of Manipur State Darbar, MSD, order MISC case number 661, 1945 to 42. Reinstated Halt Reserve, V-Day MISC case number 616 of 1970 on the 6th May 1942. They was cancelled in 1934, 35 and drew the map of Halt Reserve in 1941 to 42 AD. Sir Nicholas Bishon Bell, Chief Commissioner of Assam appointed PC Casper, ICS at the first Subdivisional Officer, SGO of Songpi Subdivisions on the 16th October 1990. That as stated by the Chief of Okaloi Kai, Tinkumang Hokip, Tangting is the site of Kuki traditional religion, Nungzai Patin, before the advent of Christianity. Tangzing or Tangting is the corrupted word of Tangting. That the declarations of Tangting as protected site by the government of Manipur and acquiring 4 hectares under Section 4 of the Manipur Ancient and Historical Monuments and Sites and Remains Act 1976, V-Day Gadget number 376 dated 14/11/2022 through bogus process without the knowledge and consent of the owner, landholders, complaint later addressed to the Commissioner Earth and Culture. Government of India dated 1st January 2021, V-Day RR number 54 dated 19/1/2021 and dated 27/7/2022, V-Day RR number 8 dated 27/7/2022 respectively. The statement of Special Secretary Forest, Environment and Change, the government of Manipur terming the factual and historical claim of Okaloi Kai chief as fabricated, concocted and malafide. Intention to mislead the public is not fabricated and concocted, but a factual history of Tangting Range, Okaloi Kai Kuki Village, and Halt Reserve, 1970 of Kuki Hills, 1952, 1949 search history of Kuki Hills in Kanglei, Manipur from 1852 to 1949. Outer Manipur that the government of Manipur established from 1972 have no knowledge nor any record as it stated as its notification number 4 that there are no records of the so-called Halt Reserve. BC Gasper, ICS SG of Songpi Subdivision, SW, case number 25 of 22/6/1926, permitting Halt Kuki chiefs to claim or collect from Manipuris for collecting plantain leaves and big trees in Tangting Range for making boats, etc., in the form of dry fish or tobacco. The Kuki Reformations Forum hereby issued this rebuttal to Sri R.K. Amarjit Singh, Special Secretary of Forest, Environment and Climate Change, Government of Manipur, to rectify the claims of Lomlang So, Kuki Youth Forum, V-Day Forward, KLSPR 2024 over erections of crows at Tangting Hill by public dated the 15th February 2024 and the claim of Tinkumang Hokip, Okaloi Kai, Hokip Kuki Village Chiefs clarifications. V-Day Neil dated the 16th February 2024 and over historical Halt Reserve 1907 and Tangting Range, corrupted as Tangjing, and that of the press release of Tangting Area Chief Association TSC dated the 17th February 2024 are all based on historical facts and documentations that the government of Manipur that was formed only in 1972 is not aware of. The Reserve Bank of India said on Friday it has asked the National Payments Corporations of India (NPCI) to examine a request from Paytm, formerly known as 197 Communications, open new tips to become a third-party applications provider (TPAP). As per Reuters, if approved, this would allow Paytm to continue processing payments via India's popular Unified Payments Interface (UPI), but will need a set of newly identified banks to back the app. The NPCI should facilitate 4 to 5 banks with an ability to process high volumes of UPI payments to act as service providers to Paytm, the RBI said on Friday. No new users are to be added by the said TPAP until all the existing users are migrated satisfactorily to a new handle, the RBI said. Last month, the central bank asked the Paytm Payments Bank, an associate of Paytm, to wind down its business by March 15, leading to disruptions for the popular payment app, which used the banking unit at the back end. Paytm is the third largest app for UPI payments in the country, processing 1.6 billion money transactions, according to data available on the NPCI website. PhonePe and Google Pay are the two largest. To keep Paytm QR codes running, the company may open settlements accounts with one or more banks, the RBI said. Paytm said last week it has signed on Axis Bank to act as a banking partner. That's all from us tonight, and we thank you for joining our program.